Philadelphia police are investigating a deadly shooting in Nicetown. Police say officers heard gunshots coming from the 1900 block of Hunting Park Avenue just after 1:30 this morning. Then they saw a man running from the scene. They chased him into an alley. They eventually took the 43-year-old suspect into custody. As far as the victim being described as a man in his 30s who died right there on the scene. Police say more than a dozen shots were fired. No word on a possible motive. Day 2, strike tensions rise. Open hydrants, picket line problems. The trash is piling up.
They've now ordered, a judge did, that the 911 operators need to go back to work because it's so important for our safety. And some of the people in the water department, those workers, they're also back on the job. Hank.
Well, they had said some of the folks were cross-trained at the 911 call center. With the judge's injunction, I'm sure more people will be back to work. And as far as water department, it was a different but similar situation. Both of those departments were never going to see any cramps in service, guys. And the judge getting involved, but it's not going to do anything about this colossal pile of garbage here at 18th and Catherine, guys. DC 33 has been on strike now for what, 29 hours, and this is a pile up at 18th and Catherine, one day in. And Americans produce more garbage than any other society. We know that for a fact, guys. Stands to reason that here in the cradle of liberty, we would have a dumpster full one day into the strike. And this is one of the city's 60 drop-off points for garbage. The one in this neighborhood, one of 60 citywide, part of the city's contingency efforts for dealing with garbage during the strike. And locals taking out the trash yesterday shared a couple of smelly thoughts.
Lots of people coming and bringing their trash and putting it on our corner.
The smell isn't great, of course, but it's just a bummer because, I love walking around on all of the side streets and everything during the day, and it honestly just makes it super congested as well with everybody that's walking around and smelly, of course.
We don't have problems with rodents or anything like that on this block. I'm hoping they'll do just like what they say.
No guidance. I imagine other neighborhoods are dealing with the exact same problem, so, it's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, another strange and dangerous dynamic was this one going down yesterday, captured by Skyfox. Nothing funny about this, guys, with people that City Hall calls saboteurs out opening up fire hydrants. In this case, 2 of them on the same corner. City Hall says a deliberate attempt to lower water pressure, which is incredibly dangerous. There are Philly Water Department workers striking, yes, but no, we do not know who's responsible. City police officials say it will not be tolerated. But as we come back out to our live shot, guys, we're reminded at this sunrise shot of what a beautiful city it is we live in here. The skyline always tells a story, but with highs in the mid to high 80s tomorrow and Thursday, Friday going into 4th of July weekend, guys, are relatively cool out here right now for the moment, but it's going to be stinking to high heaven today once the sun comes up. Now, I even want to go into what happens if somebody's house catches on fire and there's not enough water pressure, but guys, sanitation workers that are right here, and the caveat is you have younger, fresher sanitation workers who are not fully carded into DC 33 yet, so they're not technically striking. They are some of the sanitation workers that are out here doing a lot of this work, keeping these dumpsters together. I'm sure they'll be the ones carting all this garbage away today, hopefully, but I got people saying it should have happened last night. Karen, Thomas?
Yeah, it's